Happy Tuesday! It seems like it has been forever and a day. I we've been having lots of life-changing fun here in the Macaulay house, and of course, it's all been good. So I apologize for last Tuesday. I just couldn't get down here, and I don't know. It was hard. It was hard. It was hard. So please forgive me. I am usually kind of crazed, but I'm even crazier than I want to tell you I am. I'm just trying to get I'm doing my die cutting, so I thought I would die cut as I was chatting with you. So we got through some graduation stuff, and we leave again on very early Friday morning, like really early. And then we head to Alabama to look for housing for Lindsay, and we'll see what happens there. Oh, you know what? I think I need to make 5 of these. We'll see how it goes. So I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. So thankful for those who serve so that we can have the freedoms that we have. I'm just going to wait a little bit to see if anybody gets on. I did some cutting. We'll see how it goes. I'd like to say my cutter needs a little sharpening, but it doesn't. I think my cutter needs a lot of cleaning. That's what I think. So you guys aren't used to having me on, so I lost all of my loyal followers because I was MIA for a week. I think that's good. And I'll explain to you what I'm doing now. When we put the camera down. But we're going to be working with the in colors. I think I did some in color cards before, but I couldn't remember, so I thought, well, we're going to do them again and have a little fun. So I don't even know the date today, you guys. Let's see, May 27th, Tuesday, May 27th. All right. I hope to have a scrapbook page ready for you next week. I have lots and lots and lots of ideas with the new DSP and some of the graduation pictures. So we will certainly be doing that. So if you're on, please say hi. I want to get started. I'm so sorry I haven't been around consistently, but I'm here now. I hope you all come back. It's like my birds. My birds didn't have all the food out there. They ran out, and so Lindsay and I were sitting out on the deck quickly before dinner, and this Oriole came and sat right in front of me, looking at me like, "Lady, it's empty, and I have to go get jelly. I need to get my bird jelly." All right. Well, we'll get started. As you come in, please say hello. I am going to head down this way. Good. And for those of you that are new or catching the replay, I'm Joette. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from upstate New York, or the southern tier of New York State. I'm just trying to, I don't want it so close. There we go. And we're going to use the new in colors, the 25, 27 in colors. I'm just looking for them. I'm going to see if I can do the names without cheating. So here we go. This is, I'm already Darling Duckling. I was close. So that's a nice yellow. It's a little more a muted color more so than Daffodil Delight. I'm looking for it here. And it is, so there's Daffodil Delight, and it's much more muted than Lemon Lolly. So that's just a quick comparison. All right, and then we have Cloud Cover, which is right here. I don't think I have any extra of the Cloud Cover. So, oh wait, I do. And there's a picture of the Cloud Cover, a sample. Soft Seafoam is my favorite color ever, but this is Secret Sea. That's very dark. Darker than, I'm looking for it, Night of Navy, or there's Night of Navy. So pretty close, but I think that this is like a flatter color, where this is not as flat, the Night of Navy. I don't know if this helps you guys or not. Misty Moonlight is much more bluey than the Secret Sea. All right, and then we have the Timid Tiger, Pumpkin Pie. Again, more muted, a muted color, where Pumpkin Pie. Hi, Julie. Thank you. Hi, Debbie. Debbie, I missed your birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Debbie. A week late, I think. I'm so sorry. So the Pumpkin Pie is a little brighter than the Timid Tiger. And then, of course, oops, boy, I've got lots of things in my pile here. The Strawberry Slush. And who doesn't like a strawberry slush? So I think that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. So we're going to make 5 cards at once, sort of. Okay. I think you've seen this maybe before as a like a shuffle, or even as a what did I do here? Here we go. No. This way. This way. There we go. And then you mix them all around, which is kind of what we're going to do. Hi, Mom. So I did kind of cut, where is my, so I have white card bases, basic white card bases, and this is the Cloud Cover. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 2 1/4, whoopsie, right here. So there's the quarter. Whoops, you can't see. There we go. So here's 2 1/4, and I'm going to cut it all the way through. Okay? And then that leaves us with a 1 3/4, yep, by 3. So we're going to cut this at 3. Okay? And then this kind of goes there. And then this one we're going to cut at 3 1/4. Woohoo. And then we have that. And so those all match. And we're going to do that with all of them. So we're going to go to 2 1/4, cut, and then we're going to go to 3, cut. Whoops. I guess I need to check out we're going to fix those. I'll show you how to make them crisp. And then we're going to go to 3 1/4. I do have a cheat sheet. That's what I'm looking at, in case you're wondering why I'm Speedy Gonzales here. Anne Marie, hello, hello. I'm so happy you guys all came. I was getting worried that that nobody was going to come, since I have been MIA, I said earlier. So there's 2 1/4, and then we're going to cut at 1 3/4, or no, at 3. Whew. And then that's going to go there. And then we're going to cut here at 3 1/4, and that's going to go there. All right, so let's see if I can do this without messing up. 2 1/4, 3 and 3 1/4. All right, so I started out with a, whoops, sorry, trying to put my, so I started out with, this is the card base, so that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So basically what I started out with was here's my cheat sheet. I don't do fractions well either, apparently. I'm sorry, yes, did I say 4 1/4 by 5 1/2? So then the cardstock was 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and then I cut them to these dimensions. Okie doke. So we're gonna have 5 cards. Okay, and I ran them all through at full, before I cut them, obviously, with the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. Wow, I got lots of stuff going on in here. So that's where the embossing is. I was looking for the corrugated one. I couldn't find it quick enough to get it started, so we went with the 3D embossing folder. The corrugated one would be cool as well. All right, so when your cutter seems to be giving you some snags like that right there, it's not like a nice pristine cut, you take one of the, it's like a nail filer thingy, and you're just gonna rub it along, and it gets rid of that. So then it cleans it up, and it makes it look a little more pristine, we'll go with. All right, and I don't know, whoops, I don't know, I think this is soothing. I think cutting is soothing. I don't know if coloring and blending are soothing to me, but cutting is, once I get finding the measurements is not soothing, that's math. But once I get the measurements down, the cutting part is soothing and goes so quickly. I really don't have much trouble with the cutting part. All right, so we're just gonna do that. I think it was, whoa, the blue one for sure. I think I got that one caught up. And so you're just taking this sanding block and just taking, you can see down here where, I don't know if you can see it fully or not, but you can see the blue marks, the blue cardstock fuzz, I guess. That can come from your cutter needing to be cleaned, or your cutter needing a new sharp edge. And sometimes you can even get away with sharpening your little blade with wax paper to keep the life going of it a little bit more. All right. If there's any more, we can see them when they go through. I did most of them the best that I could. So what did everybody do for Memorial Day weekend, the long weekend? I hope nobody had to work, but I know people did. Hospitals don't close, grocery stores don't necessarily close, gas stations don't close, all those things that we need. All right. So now I'm just gonna do this. This is how my mind works. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna, there we go, get this cleaned off. All right, so there's the 5 cards. And let's just lay them out first. Okay, so this is the big one. This is the doll big one. This is the skinny big one. And then this is this one. Okay. All right. And then we're going to go down here. Then we're going to go over here. Then we're going to go up here and then over here. And then we're going to go up here. I do have laundry going, so I hope if you guys hear water running, it's my washer. Here, here, and here. Okay, we see how this is going. So then we'll do this one here. We'll do that one there. This one, oh, guess I gotta go in order. There, and there, and here. Uh-oh, something's wrong here. That's okay. We can so move it along. Looky there. All right. And there should be some white showing. I hope that kind of works. Okay. What do you think? Pretty easy. Woohoo! All right, so I am going to go with the good. So Lindsay came home, and typical, you know, she's had an apartment for 4 years, so we haven't had any college stuff, you know, exploding around our house in a while, but guess what? We're making up for it. We got lots of stuff, and she's going through it. Today's her first day. We got home yesterday, so she's getting there. There is a lot of stuff and a lot of overwhelm. So she's doing well. Anybody have any memories of any of that happening in your family when you get home? We've been blessed that it hasn't happened. When Sarah came home from school, she was in an apartment as well for the last, I don't know, I don't remember all of it coming home, but maybe it did, and I forgot about it. So, do we think that the sun is gonna come back and anytime? It wasn't a bad day today. I thought it was a nice, you know, considering. Nobody's chatting. Nobody's chatting. Anybody had a chance to play with any of the new colors in the new DSP and stuff? I know some of my people have. Whoa! We had our final day for registration last Friday for our June 14th in-person Girls' Day Out, or Ladies' Day Out, Girls' Day Out. So that's exciting. So I'm prepping for that. I think the other girls probably are close to being done. The design prep is done. I have to do the cutting prep. So, ooh, no flower dies and stamps. You know, you'll see that I came back to my old. I always have one or two that are like my old reliables, like when I don't know what to use, what I go back to, and it is the mixed media. I love that. What are you working with, Julie? That cornflower one is pretty too. I love that. I haven't made my big order, so I don't have any of the in color ribbon or blends or anything like that yet. Um, that'll probably be my June order, most likely. I haven't had a class in 2 months, so next month will be big. We'll have everybody back. We'll do our all the in color stuff, and so this is going together pretty quick. And look, 5 cards. And you don't need all the paper. I mean, I'm creating with the cardstock because I don't have the in color DSP yet, so we're able to do some of this. Oh, the washi tape. Well, you'll have to share, Julie, please. I haven't done any work with the washi tape. This is just a fun way to show everybody the in colors and how well they work together. I had a couple ideas for tonight. Oops. Of course, there has to be one that doesn't want to play right. All right. Close that off. So my thought was, I'm just going to take, again, simple, no coloring, just simple simple die cut. And just want to make sure I don't have one already opened, because I could. And then I always find the wrong spot to open it. I think it's right there. All right. So I'm going to double. There we go. Go. And I like a lot. I like a lot. So we're going to put this on dimensionals. And I just like to make sure it doesn't, collapse down when you send it. So I do like to put a lot on. Okay. And I'm going to just tip it. There it is. I couldn't find it. Now this is the glue dots, and I just did not get that. I missed it. There we go. And then I just kind of fold it back underneath itself so that it sticks to the bow. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I am just taking, where to go? Here it is. The large flower from the Mixed Florals, and I'm just stamping it with Memento Tuxedo Black. Okay. And when it's big like this, I like to take the ink to the stamp instead, so I feel like it covers a lot. Hey, Jean. Thanks for coming. I was just telling the girls about our ladies' day out being closed, and that everybody else is probably done prepping except for me. Oh boy. Let's see. We want to use so that's kind of close. And then we'll do this one here. Let's see. I got to get another paper anyway. Do. I hate being unorganized, but golly, lately I just feel like that's all there is if you're organized, then I don't know. Good. And I just push down, count to 3, and that usually gives it a nice crisp stamp. And then I won't cut all these, but I just want to give you an idea of what I'm going to do with for sentiments. Alright, so I'll cut these 3. I have 1, I'll cut 2 more, and we'll go from there. Did anybody go to a parade over the weekend? Any parade goers? Oh, you finished today. Oh, good. Yes. Oh, I didn't forget about the tutorials, but I forgot that. Yeah. Yes, I've got to do tutorials for sure. And tomorrow is usually, I'm a Wednesday girl, day off, and I have to work tomorrow because I'm off Friday again. So it's going to be difficult to work tomorrow when you're not used to doing it. It's a whole different bird. All right, so let's do this. And then I'm going to use some of my scraps. I just jabbed myself from here. All right. I'm looking for my pause. I'm coming. All right. Well, I can't find that. So let's see what I have here. Let's just do. So from the Grateful Blessing, I'm going to put I'm grateful for you. Again, this seems to be one that I'm headed toward. And I'm going to do this in most of the end colors because I do not have, as you know, probably by now, Cloud Cover did not make it through the processing. So we are not having Cloud Cover in the large pad. You can get it, however, in the in the smaller ink spot. And what I would recommend you do, which is what I'm going to do, is get the Cloud Cover re-inker, and then you get a package of 6 of these, whoops, sorry, you can't see over there, 6 of these uninked, I just said what they were, mini spots, ink spots, and then you can fill it with the re-inker. And then this is what we do. Well, this is what we do. This is what I do. I take one of the sponge daubers, and I put the Velcro in here, and then I put the negative to the Velcro here. And then if you want to, especially when we were using the Stamparatus, I would ink them up like this on the Stamparatus so that you didn't have to use the whole pad, and then the whole pad would get on there and it would get messy. So that's what I used to do. I still use my Stamparatus because if you're stamping a lot, it helps, and I have tendonitis in my wrist, or in my thumbs, so it helps. All right. Let's see if I can do that without messing that up. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use the black, the Secret C here. I'm going to take my cutter, and I'm just going to make a straight edge there, and a straight edge here. So it looks something like that. Now this one, I think I'm going to just slant either end like this, and then I'm going to put it right on top of the leaves here. I could probably go under here so that it gets some of the twine on there. And then what happens is I'm only going to need, whoops, I don't want those. I'm only going to need 2 on either end for dimensionals, because it's going to be on top of the card of the flower anyway. All right. So that's what that looks like here. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing with the Timid Tiger. Oops, that looks pretty good. So we'll bring it down here, and I can tell. I bring, if you can see it better when it's with you. The top of the font is just below the cutting edge here of the cutter, so right in here, and then that's where I cut. And then it comes real close, and we could probably get closer here with the Y. Yep. Okay. So then this one, I think I can never cut straight, so we're just going to cut straight. I am going to cut up the middle. Then I'm going to cut over, and then I'm going to cut over, and sometimes I don't do it correctly, and that's okay. I just do it again. Alright, so I'm going to cut up, cut over, cut over. Alright, and then I like to do it when it's up in the left-hand corner, only because it just gives it a little bit more, you know, just makes your eye go toward the colors. So it's a little, yeah, like that. And we'll I'll do one more over here. I'm a dimensional girl. So what does everybody do now that the television shows are all done? Although they are having some new ones come in the fall, or not the fall, the summer. Part of me wants to do I kind of like it on this one side, but then this is too big. So how about, let's try it this way. We'll do it on this side here. Okay. And then we'll go with a smaller font that's You Are Loved. Or not a smaller font, but a smaller sentiment. Good. Let's see what we can do. I love to use my scraps. So let's see. Here we are. So then we're not taking away from there. Let's see. You guys are so quiet. It kind of stays right up in there, or we can bring it up over here. I don't know. I kind of don't really like the Timid Tiger. That's crooked. And that's kind of too big. Well, let's try. Let me clean this off for my... Let's try it with the... Do you ever think something's going to go stellar and then it does not? Happens quite often. And then we're just going to cut. There we go. We could probably get a little closer. Anybody chit-chatting? Nobody's chit-chatting. All right. All right, so we can put that one right down in there. And then we can use some of the, just checking, some of the edges. I love the edges of dimensionals. Alright, we're going to keep it simple. Here is my... Oh, Mom, were you on earlier when I cut my first piece of twine and I found the new... I did not make a mess of it. Aren't you proud of me? It's the little things in life. Alright, so we're going to cut that. Now, I'm trying to remember. I think I have my bling, so let me get my bling. Pause. Pause. Bling, bling, bling. Aha. Well, it's not It's the, so it's not the in colors, but it's the muted palette dots, because for the class that we're doing, I am doing the boho colors, the rainbow and things. That's the one I'm doing. So you were, see, you didn't say anything. So these are the colors that I have. So we can do a little of the, whoopsie, where'd it go? Oh, a little of the cloud cover without the sticky. Excuse my head if it's in the way. Well, for Pete's sake. There we go. And then we'll use a big one. We'll come down here. Very nice. Good. And then this one, we can use the pink. This is Petal Pink, I believe. And we'll use a big one over here. All right, so there's two. Let me quit making a mess. Put these over here. So this is with the petals straight up and down to one side. This is kind of covering toward the middle. Oops, wait a minute, I forgot. I didn't get it on. There we go. Put it over that way. So what do you think? Is this a good way to show the in colors? We'll just do this last one just to give you an idea. And I love to use the edges. Don't be afraid to use the edges. Cut them up, make them small. We'll go this way. We'll go the opposite way. And we could put You Are Loved up there. And we will, so when I have, if you wanted to, you could even, using the in color ribbon, you could use the ribbon for this part as well, where I'm just using the linen. You could use the ribbon, or yeah, the in color ribbon, which mine will be coming next month. Well, hello there. Rio has joined the party in the basement, but he can't get through. Can you, buddy? Sorry. Sorry, Charlie. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. It's okay, pal. All right, and I think I am going to put this up on. I don't know if that will work for bling. So the other bling that I always have on hand are the rhinestones and the pearls. The pearls are kind of fun. We will definitely put them where we can see them. So we'll put one here. Here. Well, I'm just not having luck with these. And we'll come back down here. All right, so what do you think? I haven't done one of these in a while. I think probably since last year when we had the new ink colors coming in. I don't want to get myself dirty on all the so that's what we'll do for the next one. I will die cut out another floral. We will do a sentiment. Well, what the heck, we'll just finish them. We'll see what happens. I have one more sentiment, so let's just, I have everything done. As long as y'all are hanging in. There we go. You like them? Oh, good. Yes, it's a great way to use scraps. That was one of the other things I wanted to do. Debbie was cut out strips too. So, yeah, I think it's just a nice way to just try something and use your stuff. I think this one I'm just going to put straight over. Let's see. I do like the non-colored, and it's not because I want to be lazy and not color it, but I think that it's just, you know, it just adds something different to it, I think. It's peach pie. I don't think that's bad. I think that goes with it very nicely, I might add. All right, so we'll use up the rest of these. Right through there, right in here. Right here. You know, I did not realize that the show, does anybody watch Transplant? I haven't watched it in years, but thanks, Jean. But I didn't realize it was still on, and I was catching up on a show, and it was on the commercial for the season finale. So I always thought he was nice, but then I don't know why I stopped watching it, but I did. All right, I think we'll go that way, and so we'll only need stuff on this side. Let's see. That way. And then we can use more. We'll use some big ones, because I think you can see the big ones better on the darker colors. Whoops. I think I could do one. There. All right, so there's 4. I ended up doing 2 Timid Tiger and 2 Secret Sea. So sorry about that. That was not the intention. And I got lots of garbage. All right. So for those of you who come to my classes, I will not have a class tomorrow. We are not doing one for May. We'll do one for June, and then we'll get back on track. And so yeah. So I hope you enjoy these. And I don't know what we do. I should, you know, the slush is the best one, but it's packed. My slush is packed, so I can't show you that. So anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'm sorry. I just feel like I'm letting you down because I'm not Johnny on the spot here. But I hope you like these. They're simple. They're very simple, but quick in case you need something quick. Thank you cards would be good. Lindsay needs a lot of thank you cards. I could have done thank you. Just thinking of you or just a note. So that would be something too. Just something simple to put right through. Doesn't take a lot of time because you're not coloring. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed them. I will see you all next Tuesday. Let's see, we come back Monday. So yep, I'll be here Tuesday. I'll see you Tuesday and hopefully have a scrapbooking page to show you from graduation. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of you. We'll see you in a week. Take care. Have a good night.